occupation are your keys to victory. Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies, and prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. I don't know if you made that up yourself, but... Oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that happens.
Yeah,
do you want to take over this one for
sure,
the start?
don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the two maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes, like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then, we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that, you know, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh, yeah, we need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of
And
the
as such,
sort
being
of,
able
like,
to give that, you know, the
key
close quarter
strategies then
feeling.
when you're playing
But
close quarters on this map?
you know, as we see with these smaller
Tight.
game modes,
What
I mean,
you
the
say,
key
the
to this is
intimate
just
combat.
really good team play, really good squad
yeah,
play.
we need that on a T-shirt.
And so, you know,
Yeah.
sticking together and not leaving anybody
We're making
behind,
that
like
platoon
Mr.
when we
Freeman
get-
over here.
Yeah.
Unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if you
being-
want to leave him behind, can you?
Then it's acceptable. I think.
Because I would.
It's two beautiful
They'd
maps.
just be a spinning
And
number
as such,
plate.
being able
Like,
to give as you saw, Lofoten,
strategies
it's
and
Serenity,
everything.
beautiful
You know,
Nordic
as we see with these smaller
countryside,
game modes,
but
I mean,
then
the
kind of
key
ripped
to this is
open
just
with
really good team play,
gunfire
really good
and
squad
everything
play.
amongst
So,
villas
you know, sticking together
and factory equipment
not leaving
and then
anybody
Provence,
behind,
you know,
Freeman.
Yeah.
I plan to
Unless
take my
you-
wife
I
there,
mean,
you know,
what if you
Pastis on the
wanna
square.
leave him behind, can you? Stop destroying places you want to take your family. It's weird.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, take him instead. Then go to
As you saw, look cobblestones, you know, lots of good flanking around Nordic countries. Smaller maps really allows you to master every inch with really about knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on to about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. Stop destroying places you want to take your family. That's weird. Or gameplay updates, you know, that you've all been waiting for. So you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I'm working.
just Battlefield or...
To master every inch.
Let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank.
Again,
Private games.
Let's
talk max rank.
We've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure
We
have time
do
to
know,
get through it.
and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness that there are players out there too skilled, too maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Again,
Private games.
And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
we do know for our players to go moving forward. Kind of awareness
It's a grind
that
train,
players
but
out
what are
there
people getting
too
if they're on?
skilled,
Yeah,
too
what are we
maxed out,
getting?
we're all in it. We want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank taken 1, you will be granted the company points for every rank. But then, at every, we call them milestone ranks, you know, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your master skill on your journey towards, you know, that the world domination. To start with, already from rank taken 1. August is the time. So it's almost here.
Almost here.
World domination for every.
yeah, so I was wondering if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening.
You will get
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want.
and also a beautiful
we
set
got?
of dog tags. I mean, another one that lots of ways of lovely community have been vocal about. You know, that previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. Now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5.
Private games.
So a beautiful package, it's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences. Lovely community. Whether you want to capture or play with your friends. Previously, Freeman, you can play with us for sure.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com, and let him know.
Just saying
That is the thing.
So
like,
beautiful package. It's there to let you exactly. It's coming in, let's see, September. And at that time, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it next or not. So stay with us, something will be landed.
Okay, well, Lars, don't rhyme, but you know you're my favourite for this. Thank you very much for it. We've got more though, Julia.
We want more.
Weird and fighty up here. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, take us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation
my
Metro,
favourite for this.
when we finished Battlefield 5, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So we kind of went down and we sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the team.
Yeah, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, where do you want to fight? Everything from subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere. And then the team started, or someone smart, not me, apparently, said, do I only get to pick one? So they started to pick a number on them, and I think Inge then we started to build them out. 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and the bank area in the city. Tons of
Kind of
images on
team
the wall. We
tapas. I mean,
challenged
you
the
don't
team
want
to,
one meal, you
where do you
want
want to
3
fight? Everything
meals to
from
live one meal,
subway to
right?
shopping mall. So you can see when those kind of spinning in behind us here, and then the team started. You can see the true inspiration. But what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take apart the feedback from them, and I think Inge then started to provide, especially a lot of flanking, so that you can kind of move around and be smart about it.
Team tapas.
Tons of
You don't want one meal.
easy to spot ones.
Everyone loves a sneaky flank. Everyone loves a sneaky flank. Cheeky sneaky flank.
I mean, I think if you look at it, like this is not Metro Remastered. This is, as the guys look at this, sort of reimagining. Like you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, at street level, with narrow streets, and you go down into where you see in the video here with the subway cars are into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things, different ways to play, different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get that.
When you can get it.
It's the big question for today. Just when.
October.
This is the one the team is really excited to, where you see it. I know I can't wait for October. The subway cars are in the sub basements, and so you're going to find a whole bunch of
everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else is on these maps.
Oh yeah, those aren't the only surprises for this program. There's got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never before seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
I know I can't wait for October. The subway cars are in the sub basements, so you're going to find a whole bunch of
everyone else getting to play it too, and everything else is on these maps.
Oh yeah, those aren't the only surprises for this program. There's got so many surprises for you. So today we're giving you never before seen details on Battlefield 5's
A timeless theatre of war, a new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific. The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience, releasing this fall with Chapter 5 of Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, timeless Iwo Jima. Since Battlefield began, the Pacific Theatre has been part of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the World War II experience by capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite. we're bringing the Pacific to realize today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasion as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory. By capturing real-life, we have a lot more to share about the Pacific and how it will evolve in Battlefield 5 later in the year. Stay tuned. Take part in the US invasion.
Okay, most importantly, you went on like a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah, that's right.
Hard work. I know it's amazing. People are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January and Stockholm. Yeah, so it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team doing that.
Oh yeah, taking.
But obviously, I mean, that's the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back nuclear war in the
Okay,
Pacific.
most importantly,
This is a homecoming for Lars. I mean, not even see myself with the development.
Yeah, 1,000 yards there.
No, but jokes aside, it's you know, having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, you know, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield